to the KJ Show, my little chicken nuggets out there. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I know that there's a lot of content on YouTube and just the internet in general. And so I totally understand how difficult it is to stumble upon someone like me, a much smaller creator. I don't even know if I can consider myself a creator yet. I'm still trying to get a couple subscribbles out there. But I have a quick video that I want to talk to you about, I guess. Something obviously has occurred over the course of the new year. December 30th, I believe, was the actual date when Donald Trump fired back and said, enough's enough. Iran can't be trying to bully us and can't, use terrorist tactics. So obviously, listen, I don't want this channel to be a political channel, and I don't want this channel to be a reaction video kind of channel. I want this to be something different than those genres. But I just, I cannot miss the opportunity to show you guys she's a celebrity, and I'm just gonna read through some of her tweets. And it's not like she's this like mainstream celebrity, household name kind of celebrity, but she got that blue check mark, okay? And it's rich to hear some of these tweets, okay? Now, honestly, I was watching a Chris D'Elia podcast about Ricky Gervais doing the Golden Globes in 2020 speech, right? And he had a video on YouTube that came out. Now, I'm a much cleaner channel, should I say? I'm not going to use bad language. I want my channel to transcend different generations and whatnot. I want a family to be able to watch it. I want it to be something that everyone can enjoy, and it's clean enough where everyone can, be comfortable with the content. However, Chris D'Elia is not that. Okay, so if you're younger or a parent or someone who doesn't like listening to cursing and inappropriate topics and whatnot, I don't suggest to go watch his channel. If you're okay with that kind of content, then so be it. I don't want to be a promoter of it, but I do have to give credit where credit's due, because I got this video idea from watching one of his videos. So he sort of brought in this girl or this woman who's an actress, Rose McGowan. I personally never heard the name. I know she's, obviously after doing some research, she's been in Scream. She's been nominated for a couple awards. She's obviously has a pretty good career in Hollywood. She's not like your Tom Hanks. Obviously, she's not at that caliber of an actress or an actor, but she's still up there. Hey, she's, good for her. I mean, more successful than I am right now. So sure, good for her. But I gotta say, oh my goodness. If you watch the video with Chris D'Elia, he rips her apart, because rightfully so. What she tweets is so ignorant and insensitive of the situation at hand. It's hilarious. To be honest, it's hilarious. Like I said, don't want to become a political channel. I have no desire for it. I love politics. If you know me in real life, I do enjoy a good conversation about politics. But I must say, this is... Let me just read the tweet for you, okay? So here she has a GIF or GIF, however you want to call it, of the Iranian flag flying in the sunset, and a sun and a lion emoji. Okay. And here is Rose McGowan's tweet. Dear Iran, the US has disrespected your country, your flag, your people. 52% of us humbly apologize. We want peace with your nation. We are being held hostage by a terrorist regime. We do not know how to escape. please do not kill us. What? I'm dying. What? You are in a terrorist regime? Really? Really, Rose? Really? You know, I want someone who's actually living in a terrorist regime to check this out. I want to see how they would react. Because honestly, all right, I'm American. Obviously, there's polar sides to political parties and whatnot. And personally, I want to say that I tend to stay neutral, or I have an open view or opinion on different topics. Like, I'm very closed-minded to certain topics that I'm passionate about. But then in other situations, I'm more willing to, and I don't want to get into my political preferences because, like I said, I don't want this to be a political channel. But I think both sides that are rational thinkers can agree that this is probably one of the most ignorant tweets you could ever read. And this is not something like I'm digging up a tweet or a Facebook or a MySpace little chat or something from 10 years ago. This is someone who genuinely said this and genuinely thinks this is appropriate or normal to tweet. I'm sorry. This is craziness. This is absolutely absurd. First of all, 52% of us. Wrong, that's not true. There are plenty of people who definitely approve of what President Trump did on that day. Whether you like him or not, I mean, hey, listen, I personally don't appreciate all the things that he says. I think being a person who is a Christian, who's, does not approve of, some gross behaviors, if you will, he's definitely not presidential. I'm not gonna ever argue that. But like I said, 52% of us humbly apologize. Humbly apologize for what? We humbly apologize for your country being one of the biggest promoters of terrorism in our world today? Being the biggest promoter of ISIS when it was a legitimate fear for most of Europe, for the Americas? What? I'm sorry, it's just the most disrespectful thing you could say to the military people who've sacrificed so much, for the families who lost lives in terrorist attacks. I mean, come on, this is the most ridiculous thing. President Trump made a decision, made an action, whether you agree with it or not, that saved American lives. You can say that's a bad thing, you can say it's a good thing. I personally think it's a good thing. It saved American lives. Good, positive. There we go. It ended someone who promoted terrorism. Real terrorism, not a terrorist regime that she's talking about here in the USA, but real terrorists who actually killed people. Now listen, Pepe wants to keep his political party to himself, so Pepe's staying quiet during this conversation, okay? But I think even Pepe understands. I just realized, like, if you didn't know that Pepe is my pet sheep, then this could be. It could look like I'm just saying some random Mexican named Pepe probably agrees with me. No, that's my pet sheep, Pepe, all right? I named him that a long time ago before there was this whole tension between Rose McGowan and myself, okay? So relax, chill out. But Pepe here, all right? I think he would agree. This is a little crazy. You know what? Let's just supply some context. Let's go up, because I've seen some. Come on, a terrorist regime? We are in a free country. No one is stopping her from leaving the country. No one's preventing her from even putting her ignorant 2 cents out there for all of us to read. No, no one's saying anything about this. Listen, free country, you can say what you want. You know, in Iran, if she were to say this to somebody, she probably, talk about a terrorist regime, she'd probably be in a lot of trouble right now. If she were to say something against maybe the Muslim religion or something like that, I don't know, you know, you might want to think that over. You're living in a free country where you can say a lot of crap online and get away with it. January 7th, men in power who need Viagra have brought us to this point. What? Anyone who thinks God is on America's side is completely delusional. God takes no sides. She didn't read the Old Testament. She clearly hasn't read the Old Testament, because God definitely took the Israelite side pretty heftily against everyone else. You know, Jesus came on the scene, and then, you know, I would tend to agree with her, but, you know, Israelites are God's chosen people, still are. Hey, listen, just don't tweet about things that you just don't know. I mean, it's just some of these things are just so ignorant and so stupid. Oh, Rose McGowan with the blue check mark, saying some of the most ignorant things you could possibly say. But hey, had a decent career, I guess, or still has one. Oh, because all the Hollywood people are just gonna love and eat this up, absolutely. She probably might get a couple new starring lead roles. Who knows? I was looking at her awards. And they just tend to... None of them that she's actually won have anything to do with acting. I mean, you know, take it or leave it. Some people get real serious about the different awards and everything. She did win one in 2018 from the EDA Female Focus Award. Outstanding achievement by a woman in the film industry. That sounds like a fake award. I bet they don't give outstanding achievements by man in the film industry. Ooh. Quite an achievement. Yeah. That's definitely a fake award. That's not everyone. But she's you know, hey, listen, I'm not gonna. There's no point trying to down her career. Like she clearly has done some good stuff. Good for her. But I feel like that's what people need to do. You know, if you're gonna be great at acting or be a great actress, then be a great actress. Stop trying to put your political 2 cents in there and then make people think a certain way or help push people in a certain direction. And you're saying some of the most ignorant and childish things you could possibly say. You know, you're on such a big platform. The irony is you know, she clearly dislikes Trump. She clearly dislikes Trump. Because he's so vulgar and just intense, and what a horrible president. He just says such racist and terrible, hateful things. But yet she responds with terrible, hateful things. And additionally, childish and ignorant things. So, hey, I don't know how you see it. Post in the comments below. If you either agree with me, if you disagree with me, that's fine. I'm open to a conversation. I'm open to a dialogue. I'll respond. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. It truly means a lot to me. I hopefully will make this channel big enough where I'm able to, you know, have a pretty good audience, where I'm able to reach a lot of people with it. I promise I'm not gonna make this a political channel. I'm not going to get too crazy with the politics. Every so often I might throw in a little video here and there, but I don't want that to be the main focus of this show. I want to just have a good time, a relaxed conversation about just normal stuff and interesting things of that time, and try and stay topical without being political. Let me know what you think of the video down below in the comments. Please hit like and subscribe, and it really, truly, from the bottom of my heart and Pepe's heart, means a lot. Thank you.